evening. Good evening. This is Fonton Daniel speaking this evening. With respect to ongoing crisis in former British trusted territory, the southern Cameroon, and the neighboring country, La Republique du Cameroun, I take the opportunity to thank all of you that are celebrating the Christmas around the world. And this message is most particularly to the citizens here in this great, wonderful nation, the United States. So I am appealing to the United States government, and I am appealing that the ongoing crisis that is being perpetrated in this Anglophone-speaking territory, the southern Cameroon, that is being perpetrated by the Republique du Cameroun. I am here calling the U.S. Justice Department. I am appealing to the United States Justice Department to take a closer look whether there is evidence perpetrated by the following individuals. The Defense Minister of La Republique du Cameroun, Beti Assomo, the Defense Minister of La Republique du Cameroun, Beti Assomo, and in addition to one of the other individuals is Paul Atanga Nji. Before I proceed to that, I want to ask the Justice Department to take a closer look whether there is ample evidence that this said individual called Paul Atanga Nji, and I also asked the governor of Florida, to take a closer look whether there is any ample evidence that Paul Atanga Nji may have involved in anti-law, abused the law of the United States. And I understand there is ample evidence that the United States must take a closer look and investigate these individuals, Paul Atanga Nji, especially the mansion in Florida. I urge the United States government to take this matter as serious as possible. And I want to ask the Justice Department to take a closer look with those individuals, Paul Atanga Nji and the Defense Minister, and including under the command of the generals of the military of La Republique du Cameroun. There is ample evidence that there is an orchestrated genocide perpetrated by these individuals carried on in the Anglophone-speaking territory. The one in particular is these individuals, Paul Atanga Nji. I understand that the United States, and I also urge the Justice Department to speed up the process and find out exactly who these individuals, Paul Atanga Nji. The citizens of southern Cameroon were never a colonial territory. They were never a conquered territory. They possess equal entity, just equally like La Republique du Cameroun. But the citizens has witnessed a sharp murdering, whereas Paul Atanga Nji has created a group under the expenses of the La Republique du Cameroun, using the resources from La Republique du Cameroun, and created this ample group, portrayed them to be a fighter or the separatists or the southern Cameroon fighting for total separations. There is southern Cameroon that are seeking a complete separations, which is ample evidence. But Paul Atanga Nji is created his own personal group using the funds from the government, rather than initiate a complete dialogue that will be open as prescribed by U.S. government. But instead, Atanga Nji creates his own group to attack the French, especially the Western Province and some other part of the south elsewhere in La Republique. The essence of that is to create enmities. In doing so, to indicate that the Southern Cameroon are the people perpetrating, which means he ignored the fundamental principle that the citizens of the Southern Cameroon are asking the questions, their right, their freedom, their will to exist as people. And therefore, I am asking the Justice Department to look on these individuals, whether there is ample evidence that the United States Department of Justice could issue a warrant for their immediate and arrest. I urge the United States Department of Justice to take this as a matter of seriousness. Atanga Nji is taking advantages of the United States government. He's taking advantages as though United States is a free nation that deals with equality irrespective of social origin, irrespective of race, irrespective of where you are, irrespective of your language. And Atanga Nji cannot become in the midst of the United States. So therefore, I am asking the Justice Department to look those individuals, for Atanga Nji and Beti Assomo, the Defense Minister of La Republique. And I know there are a certain number of generals, especially the one that command the BIR, the radical wing of La Republique du Cameroun. I am asking the Justice Department to take this as a matter of urgency. And there is images which is coming from the Southern Cameroon with respect to this ongoing atrocity perpetrated by Atanga Nji and the Defense Minister of La Republique, including Paul Biya. Therefore, I will broadcast more of these with images in another time. I want to take a moment to thank the citizens of the United States, the government of these great nations, the liberty bestowed upon these wonderful nations, and the pursuit of happiness that has ensured that the rest of the world enjoy liberty as the United States does. This is Futa Daniel speaking this evening here in the great state of Texas, here in the United States. Good night.